Hey, good day. We're going to proceed now in another topic of mechanics of deformable bodies. Again, I'm Engineer Jonathan Agao, and I'm going to teach you how to solve problems involving the bearing stresses or yung bearing stress natin. By definition, the meaning of the bearing stress is a contact pressure between two separate bodies. So, ang pinagkaiba niya sa ating mga normal stresses is that it is caused by the internal stresses are caused by the axial force. So, makikita nyo dito, meron tayong mga axial force dyan. Ayan, yung mga yan. Tapos ito, since this is two separate bodies, yung contact pressure daw na magkakaroon sila, yun yung tatawagin nating bearing stresses. So, doon daw siya mag-a-appear yung pressure na nag-cause dahil dun sa dalawang axial forces natin. Mga axial forces natin nag-appear dito sa ating riveted lap joint. Similar with the exaggerated deformation of the upper plate. Okay, so ito yung view niya. May mga forces tayo dyan, hinihila siya. Then, yung contact pressure natin, that will be your bearing stresses. Okay? So, the actual bearing stress distribution on the side of the hole is not constant. Alam naman natin dyan, magdi-differ, hindi yan constant na kung saan yung pressure dito is same with the pressure in the middle and in the end point. So, magkakaiba pa rin yung magiging pressure natin dyan kasi nga it's not constant. So, the formula for the bearing stresses is given by PB or tawagin natin PB over AB. Okay? Yung force natin over the area. Yun lang naman lagi yung formula natin for the stresses. No? Okay? Laging force over area lang naman siya. Wala namang pinagkaiba yan. Okay, again, the sigma D is equal to PB over EB. For the bearing, this is the projected contact area of rivet and the plate. So, kung makikita nyo dito, ito daw, yung projected contact area natin in between these two separate bodies, which is yung rivet at saka yung plate natin. So, yung area natin dyan, huwag nyong kakalimutan, that is thickness multiplied by the diameter lang. Okay, so the bearing stress on the contact area between a rivet and the plate is given by the formula sigma B is equal to PB over TD, wherein ito yung area natin. Okay, area natin is yung thickness multiplied by the diameter lang. So, let's solve problems ngayon involving the bearing stresses. So, given in this problem, the lump joint on the figures is fastened by a 320mm diameter rivets. If P is equal to 50 kN, so this is 50 kN, determine A, the shearing stress in each rivet, B, the bearing stress in each plate, and C, the maximum average tensile stress in each plate. And let's assume that the applied load P is equally distributed among the rivets. So meaning each rivet will have equally distributed load. So ibig sabihin kung ano yung load na matatanggap ni first rivet is equal lang sa load na matatanggap ni second rivet, and yung load na matatanggap ni third rivet is the same lang since it is equally distributed among them. Okay, so this is the cross-sectional view. Let's now solve for the problem. Okay, so ito yung problem natin. Tingnan maigi. Yan. Gawin natin ngayon dito is i-compute muna natin yung stresses natin in each rivet. So, ikaw drawing natin yung free body diagram ng ating rivet. So, drawing natin siya. Yung free body diagram din ito. Okay, so cross-sectional view niya. 3D view niya pala. Okay. So, may naghihira dyan na 50 kN. Assume nyo na lang pantay yung drawing ko. Which is yung pin natin. Okay. So, each rivet daw, meron yan. Mga rivet natin dito. So, equally daw, ito, makakatanggap to ng equally distributed load. So, meaning, meron itong 50/3, 50/3, 50/3. Since what? Meron tayong tatlong rivets doon sa ating system, sa ating body. Okay, this is the FBD of the plate. Okay, gawin natin ngayon is i-compute natin yung shearing stress niya. Okay, for letter E, hindi ko gusto yung color, but medyo light. Okay, solve natin yung letter E. Compute the shearing stress in each rivet. Okay, so alam naman natin nga yung ano natin, yung formula natin for the shearing stress, that is tau equals the force over area. Okay. Okay. So, since alam natin that yung force natin is yung load natin is equally equally distributed nga sa tatlong to, so divide lang natin siya sa tatlo. Okay. So, tau is equals to the force, which is 50 kN/3. Convert lang natin siya into Newton. So, multiply natin 1,000 Newton all over yung ating area. Diameter of the ang diameter natin is 20 mm. Kung babalikan natin, meron daw tayong 320 mm diameter. Okay, so ang diameter nito is equals to 20 mm. Okay, area pi over 4 multiplied by the diameter, which is 20 mm squared. Ang tau natin ngayon o yung shearing stress natin sa kada rivet ay merong 53.052 megapascal. Okay, nasagutan ba natin yung letter A? Yes, nasagutan na natin yung letter A, which is yung shearing stress. And this is now your final answer. So, ganun lang naman siya kasimple. Proceed tayo sa next question. The next question is the bearing stress in each plate. So, to compute for the bearing stress in each plate, okay, so may tatlong contact areas tayo na nag-resist sa 50 kN force natin, na kitang-kita pa naman natin dito sa ating free body diagram. So, kung may tatlo kayong holes dyan, matik, may tatlong contact kayo na magkakos ng ating bearing stresses. Again, by the definition, the bearing stress is the contact pressure between two separate bodies. Okay? Dahil nga nagkaroon sila ng contact, ang magiging natin dito, ang magiging bearing stress natin in each plate is given by this equation. So, sigma B equals to force PB over AB. So, yung AB natin dyan, hindi siya kagaya nung kanina. Okay? Baguhin na natin. That is thickness over the diameter. Okay? So, that is also equal to, the sigma B is equals to, ilan yung ating magiging force. Okay? Yung force natin is 50 times natin sa 1,000 Newton. That is 50,000 Newton. Okay? All over. Ilan ba yung rivets natin? Tatlo. So, multiplied. So, ilan yung thickness natin? Thickness natin is 25 millimeters. Okay, eto. Given, 25 millimeters. Multiply natin sa diameter, which is 20 millimeters. Okay. Ating sigma B is equal to 33.333 megapascal. So, ito ngayon yung ating final answer. Okay? Kuha na natin yung bearing stress ng each plate. Ngayon naman, ay kuhanin na natin yung maximum tensile stress na. Okay? Letter C, yun yung pinapahanap. Then, maximum average tensile stress. So, kunin natin yung average tensile stress. In each plate. Okay? So, kung titingnan kasi natin yung ating magiging tensile stress in each plate, kung hahatiin natin to, okay, kada isa nung ayan, magkakaroon tayo dyan ng butas. Ayan, sabihin na natin may butas dyan, may lumusot, no? Ayan. Okay, so ito diameter nito, that is 20 millimeters. And then yung thickness natin, okay, medyo nalakihan yung thickness ko, sabihin na lang, isipin nyo na lang ano yan, tama yung ating naging distances. Okay, yung pagka-drawing natin. Ito naman ngayon is 130 millimeters yung ating haba, yung width. Okay, so para makuha natin yung net area, kung yung area, net area is equals to, o i-subtract natin yung 130 dun sa nawala, which is yung 20 millimeters. 130 minus 20, multiply natin ngayon sa ating thickness na 25. So, ang ating net area is equal to 2,750 square millimeter. Okay? So, hindi pa yan. No, hindi pa yun man yung hinahanap natin ay area. Ang hinahanap natin dito is yung ating tensile stress. So, para makuha natin yung tensile stress in each plate, force over area lang yan. Kuha na natin yung net area natin. Yung force natin is 50,000. All over the area, that is 2,750. Your tensile area is equals to 18.182 megapascal. So, ito na ngayon yung inyong final answer. Okay? So, na-solve na natin itong ating first sample problem. Shearing stress, yung ating bearing stress, at yung ating tensile stress in each plate. Next, the second problem. The steel end cap is fitted into grooves cut in the timber post. The working stresses for the post are 1.80 megapascal in shear parallel to the grain and 5.5 megapascal bearing perpendicular to the grain. Let's determine the smallest safe dimensions of A and B. So, kailangan daw nating malaman yung dimensions ni A, yung thickness, ito, yung B din. Kasi nga, may steel end cap daw na nakakabit doon sa ating groove o yung kahoy natin. Okay? Dali lang naman tong sample problem na to. cut. Ayun pala. Okay. So dito, para ma-solve natin yung dimensions ng A, we consider the bearing stress. So i-note natin that there are two contact areas, the shaded blue and the 12 kN force. Okay, dalawa yung magiging magiging contact natin. Ito at itong force natin na ito. Okay. So ngayon, solve na natin. Okay. Note lang natin. Two contact areas tayo. Which is yung shaded blue and yung resisting force natin. PB or sigma B is equals to PB over AB. So yung bending stress natin is equals to the force over the area. Okay, meron tayong binigay doon sa ating problem. Ang problems natin, the working stress for the post is 1.8 in shear and 5.5 megapascal in bearing perpendicular to the grain. Okay, so yung magiging bearing stress natin is equal to 5.5 megapascal or 5.5 Newton per millimeter squared. Okay, that is also equal, ano yung force natin? 12,000 Newton all over yung area natin, which is 2 times A multiply A, ito na to, yung ating thickness sa ating B. Okay, multiplied by 100 millimeters. Ito. Okay, so multiply natin sa 100 millimeter. So yung safest natin, which is yung A, 10.99 millimeters. At ito na ngayon yung final answer natin. Okay, next, para makompute naman natin yung dimension B, lagyan natin dito, dimension A. For dimension B, we consider naman ngayon yung ilagay na dito, consider bending stress. So, dito, consider naman natin ngayon is yung ating shearing stress. Kasi doon, sa B, ang magkukos doon is yung shearing stress natin. Unlike dun sa A, na magkukos naman natin doon, na magagamit natin siya when we find the bending stresses. So, consider natin ngayon dito yung shearing stress. Okay, so para sa shearing, that is tau is equal to V over AS. Okay. So, tau natin, sinabi sa problem, is 1.8 megapascal. So, 1.8 Newton millimeter squared is equal to 12,000 yung ating force all over 2 multiplied by the ito, B, ito, which is B multiplied sa ating wave na 100 mm. Okay, makukuha na natin yung minimum safe value for B, which is 33.333 mm. Ito na ngayon yung ating final answer. Okay, namali ako ng formula sa tau natin kanina. Ayusin natin. Tau is equals to force over area, shearing stress. Okay? Ngayon, for our next sample problem, the jump, the lap joint shown. Okay, the lap joint shown is fastened by 3/4 inches diameter rivets. Let's calculate the maximum safe load P that can be applied if the shearing stress in the rivets is limited only to 14 KSI. And yung bearing stress naman natin sa plate ay limited to 18 KSI. Assume that the applied load is uniformly distributed among the 4 rivets. Okay, may dalawa tayong limitation, sabi sa una. Yung shearing stress daw natin sa ating rivet ay 14 KSI. Sa plate naman, ang bearing stress natin meron tayo doon ay 18 KSI. Ito yung view natin. Ito yung binigay na 4 inches daw. Okay, yung width niya. So, itong mga diameters natin, it has a 3/4 inches diameter. Okay. Tapos, may thickness siya na 7/8 inches. So, solve na natin yung problem. Okay, so dalawa nga yung binigay dito, no? Unahin natin is yung piece on shearing ng rivets. Okay, based dun sa shearing ng rivets, formula natin dyan. Okay, tau is equals to force over area. Or dito, in this case, kunin natin yung force natin na P. V is equals to P. So, P is equals to tau multiplied by the area. Okay? So, that is equal to ano yung ating tau? That is 14 KSI. So, 14 kilopound per square inch multiplied sa ating area. Yung area natin, may 4 na rivets tayo. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, 4 times pi over 4 multiplied sa diameter natin na 3/4 squared. So, yung force natin, P is equal to 24.74 kilopounds or kips. Okay? Next, base naman tayo sa ating bearing. So, based on the bearing of the plates, that is, ang formula natin, sigma B is equals to PB over AB. Okay, kunin natin yung PB is equals also sa P. So, P is equal to sigma B times area B. Okay? So, P is equal to, ano yung natin? Limited siya sa 18 KSI. So, 18. Multiply natin ngayon. Ilan yung atin? 4. 4 yung rivet. So, 4 times yung thickness natin. Again, yung AB natin, that is thickness times the diameter. So, 4 times yung diameter natin 3/4 at yung thickness natin na 7/8. Okay? Thickness natin ito, 7/8. So, yung force natin dito is equals to 47.25 kips. So, kung ang ibig sabihin, pag pipili tayo, ang hinahanap kasi dito, the maximum safe load. So, ang pwede lang, kaya lang ng both sa shearing at saka yung both sa ating plates, base sa rivets and base sa plates, ay itong 24.74 kips. Therefore, ang safe value ng load natin is equal to 24.74 kips. Okay? Since yung 24.74 is less than sa ating 47.25 kips. 24.74 will govern. Okay. Ngayon, yung ating final answer. So, yan nagtatapos ang ating discussion sa ating bearing stresses.